Did you imagine 10 years ago or over a decade ago you'd be sitting back here once again?
No.
No.
But I always say you never really leave Middle Earth anyway. I think you just keep on coming back and making more films here.
What's it like to be back in
I
Middle
think
Earth?
I'd like to just keep doing that forever.
I mean, it seems like you have. Right?
Kind of. Yeah. It was, I mean, just speaking to the whole notion of coming back, it was, it was a gift. It isn't something that any of us really expected. I think there was a sense of inevitability that The Hobbit would be made eventually, but my character's not in The Hobbit, and theirs aren't necessarily either. But it was a real gift to be able to revisit, family and friends, and it was an amazing experience.
How does it feel to be back again?
It's fantastic. I mean, and it was doubly thrilling because I got to reprise the role of Gollum, but also I got to direct the second unit, and that was something I wasn't expecting to do. It kind of came right at the last minute. Peter emailed me and said, "I'd love you to come down and direct the second unit." He's known that I wanted to direct for a long time, and so it was really like being given a Maserati when you haven't passed a driving test, actually.
Oh, no! What?
But so it was great. I mean, it was fantastic. It was a fantastic experience and hugely challenging, and as I say, really the most exciting thing was watching a bunch of great actors deliver great performances and actually marvelling at them. I really genuinely got a kick out of watching you guys work over the course of 200 days. Because the second unit shot for 200 days, the main unit shot for 278 days. It's a long one.
So how difficult was it for you to get into the role of Gollum, but put on also the director's hat
Well, we
simultaneously?
The first thing that was shot in the movie was the Bilbo Gollum scene, and that was the first 2 weeks of the movie pretty much. And then as soon as that, we finished that on the Friday, and then on the Monday I started directing second unit. So and the very first shot I shot on second unit was Ian McKellen appearing at the window with that big sort of convex piece of glass with his big eye popping around. That was my first shot. Actually, it's a good shot. It's not bad.
How was Andy as a director?
He was really good. He was really good. What, is that what I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
He was just extraordinary. I ache to do it again.
How different is Gollum this time around than it was 10 years ago?
He is 60 years younger, so he's only 540, and I think pretty sexy as a result.
But he doesn't look a day over 530.
Thank you very much for saying that. And it was. The new way of capturing the facial expressions, which is using a head-mounted camera and being able to play everything out on set and not have to go back and repeat it, means that there's a greater fidelity to the facial performance, and also just allowed us to. The technology really wasn't an issue; it just allowed us as actors just to play off each other, and that was really the most exciting thing, because we treated it like a theatre piece. We played it through the whole scene, take after take. We'd just go back to the beginning, and over the course of 2 weeks, whatever it was, Pete shot it from a multitude of different angles, and then we were experimenting with our characters and bouncing off each other. And it was
interesting for me because I'd never worked with performance capture. I'd never worked with either done it or I'd never worked with anyone directly who was doing it. So to do it without saving his presence and his embarrassment, and Andy is famously good at it, but it's not even that he's famously good at performing. You're either a good actor or you're not a good actor. And what was interesting for me was that at first you see this actor with a camera and light in their face and dots everywhere, and you think, what's this all going to be? And within 10 minutes it's gone, because it's just you and it could be in a rehearsal room, it could be anywhere. It's a very unencumbered way of doing it, actually. Because all I'm seeing is, I'm just seeing Andy on all fours being Gollum. There was no question that, he's in a funny suit or he's got lights on him. I was doing a scene with Gollum, live and direct. It was brilliant.
Yeah, but you had funny feet and you had prosthetics and you had things too.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
So
I'd probably put him off more than yeah.
And you were carrying heavy weapons. I heard you were actually injured in the film.
Yeah, actually on
he probably did that on purpose.
It was he pushed me. No, we were doing like a fight sequence with orcs around us, and of course you rehearse on the ground to get all the moves right, and then because dwarves are shorter, everyone else gets elevated. So the where my shield was here, it became here, and I kind of smashed myself in the face and put my teeth through my lip. Yikes. But we did carry on because it looked good. My lip swelled up and it kind of dribbled down my face, and I took a look at it and I was like, no, let's carry on because it does look quite good.
Yeah, right.
So it was. But you really were really stoic.
I just wanted to get it done.
It was brilliant.
I remember feeling incredibly nervous
I was nervous.
Were you?
Yes.
I'm glad. Now you tell me.
I was very
10
nervous.
years later.
I was very Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Because it's when I'm such a Peter Jackson fan,
So am I.
and you don't want to. This is before the Lord of the Rings, but you know, how does one play an elf? I mean, how do you inhabit that? But somehow he's able to create an atmosphere, and the Hobbit's no different, where anything is possible and all things are believable. And so you look into his eyes and you think, I am an elf. I'm an elf.
I can't imagine anyone else being elves besides you guys, and frankly, I'm convinced that you each have one of those rings because none of you have aged a day.
What's in his pockets?
I think the only marker of age, it's funny going back, everyone looked the same to me, but it was their children had grown.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the
Yeah.
marker of
Shut
time.
up.
Yeah, it's all these giant kids suddenly.
Now, why will Lord of the Rings fans love The Hobbit just as much? I was going to say the same thing, but I didn't want to offend the other two handsome lads. I'm just saying, Martin. Just saying.
Well, I like it because you get to see, love because we've seen Bilbo already. We've seen with the brilliant Ian Holm, and you start with the younger Bilbo. So it's the beginning of his journey into it, and it's the classic prequel.
And actually, I do think Peter has done something really, really interesting by kind of connecting the blood flow from the Rings trilogy into the Hobbit, very much in the prologue and all of the other characters that sort of link the two films together, and that has given it some kind of oxygen that I think those fans will really enjoy.
What Peter's been able to do as a storyteller is he's harnessed our collective understanding and memory of what those films were, but yet he's made to the Hobbit, but yet he's made something that's tonally quite different. So I found it really rich and surprising.
And
I got
moving when those dwarves sing.
music is so
So
powerful
powerful.
It is
in
so
the yes,
beautiful.
it's really beautiful.
Yeah.